sure-handed wide receiver. He's in the top tier of the league, 5th in receiving yards so far this season. It's the Black Knights and the Shamrocks under the lights on Monday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up the first 13 weeks of the season with a good Monday nighter between the Dublin Shamrocks and the London Black Knights. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Nice job up there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
And they'll send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And it's fielded at the 34. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And they will take over first and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
Wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
Hoping to get rid of that interception bug. On first and 10, it's Hurts. Right back to Cooper, and he got him again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Black Knights will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
A little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now a give running right, it's Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out and try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through. And that one winds up no good.
So the missed 56-yarder, and now the flip side. Good starting field position at the 46 near midfield. Hurts throw taken in by Cooper here. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. On 1st down, Hurts. And that is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there, because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. London about set to take over on offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group. And sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Hurts. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. And work with him and try and get him settled.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for a second down. Allen now looks to throw. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They will find Davis. That's complete. On the move past the 40. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position. And that was special there. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. On 2nd and 12, Allen. Shakir hauls it in. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To the air, Allen. Quick toss to Knox. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Back to the ground, Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 7-7, our score after 1. Dublin with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Allen going to try and keep it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Josh Allen scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Shamrocks have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. London about set to take over on offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Shamrocks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. 1 play, 2 plays, touchdown. That's all it took there. A very short and sweet drive that got him in the end zone. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And it finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. This is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Chigakakro, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Black Knights have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So the drive there took 6 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing now is Allen. Being chased. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Hassan Reddick in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on them. Now just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. London about set to take over on offense.
And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to throw again.
Hurts fumbles it.
But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football. Second. The ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. And all the way in for the touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
40 yards.
And the Black Knights' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all to score as the kick's away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Dublin's offense now set to take over.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A final shot before half for Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But from a defensive player, thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
He's got his receiver, Cooper. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And this one is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Black Knights have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Hurts fumbles it. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And it's caught. Touchdown. From 17 yards out.
And the Black Knights go up by 2 touchdowns.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. That time a 6-play drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Dublin's offense now set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Allen.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. On the move past the 40. Big strides. Look at him go.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Going right back to Knox, and again a completion.
They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Cook. Touchdown. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on the stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
16 yards, a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Black Knights get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. 5 plays there on that drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, put the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by Davis. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Allen now looks to throw. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, his first touchdown on. Shamrocks are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're going to speed things up here. Throwing is Hurts. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Over the middle, Cooper with it. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Chigacathro.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Black Knights look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Dublin's offense now set to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. Escaping the pressure right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts.
And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Dublin's offense now set to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted.
It's Nakobe Dean with a pick.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture.
And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
And a decisive advantage became even more decisive. They already had the win in hand, but they keep pressing the tempo, and they pile on with another touchdown reception.
Would you consider that touchdown a reward to all the tight ends on their roster for their effort today? Not just running their routes, but all the time they spent in the trenches, laying down blocks, doing the little things to help that offense succeed. And for doing all of that, they definitely want one of their tight ends to get a touchdown to really seal this blowout.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. Dublin's offense now set to take over. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Cooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And that is caught. And the record is his. It's a touchdown.
And Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And Allen brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Well, fans expect these primetime slots to deliver some of the best games each week. And, well, one team has certainly followed through with that tonight. Just an absolute clinic, Charles, on offense here. And they don't seem to be done trying to drive that football.
Yeah, and continue your theme about one team enjoying it. One fan base is enjoying it as well. The other fan base, they might disagree with what they've seen, but the one that's...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Elliott now to have the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought of a return here for Hines. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And my goodness, another interception. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the 4th, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.